Welcome to Gotham High, where everyone worships the rich and the beautiful.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
What is going on, everybody? Xaenca here, back once again with another video just for you. And in this edition of Nobody Asked for This, we have DC Comics this time around. It is shocking how much cringe is coming from the comic book industry this past week. They're all just so goddamn desperate to cater to the kids, the Zoomers, the YAs, or young adults as they call them, that they keep on publishing these SJW teenage fanfiction level comic books, thinking that that's what the kids want. And that's what we saw this past week with Marvel's New Warriors, where they decided to name their first non-binary character Snowflake in an attempt to claim back the word, wear it as a badge of honor. Jesus Christ. And Children of the Atom with Zoomer ripoffs of the original X-Men. If you're interested, I have videos up on both, up on the screen and in the description down below, but I have to give credit where credit is due. With New Warriors and Children of the Atom, at least they decided to go with new characters. I mean, with Children of the Atom, new is a lot more loosely defined than New Warriors, but they're still air quotes new instead of altering existing characters, and that is why what DC Comics has done here can arguably be more cringeworthy than what either of those comics have done. It's like DC saw how cringe and woke Marvel was getting this week and was like,
hold my pumpkin spice soy latte.
And how did they decide to compete with Marvel's cringe? By destroying Batman, of course. Let's take a look.
Welcome to Gotham High, where everyone worships the rich and the beautiful. And no one is richer or more handsome than Bruce Wayne. He doesn't have friends, he has followers.
You hear that, fellow kids? He does not have friends, he has followers. But does he have a TikTok? Does he have a fitness Insta?
One of them has a TikTok. One of them has a fitness Insta.
These are the questions we need to know. And if you haven't already been able to tell, Bruce Wayne is Asian, of course, because SJWs love that goddamn race swap. Unless, of course, you're turning a non-white character white, then, of course, they're gonna cry a fucking river about it. But if they're villains, they can stay white. If they're non-white villains, you can probably change them into white villains and people probably won't bat an eye, right? As an Asian myself, this is not representation, this is tokenization, and it is insulting as fuck.
My friend Jack Napier has nothing to his name, except good looks and a wicked sense of humor.
See, the Joker stays white because of course he does. And he's on social media, guys, how exciting. Aren't you excited about this, kids? And check out this on-the-nose bullshit with the Joker card. My girl game is no joke. Get it? Cause I'm the Joker. So clever. Why the fuck does he type like this? Who types like this anymore? Do people still type like this? Kids, do you still type like this? If you do, stop it. Check out this reply. LOL, stop messing with this Joker, Selina. God, I love on-the-nose writing. What are these other replies? Too funny? Funny and hot? What was funny? The message was my girl game is no joke. How is that funny? Jesus Christ, what is this writing? God damn it. It's so painful, but let's move on.
The problem is that I love them both. I'm Selina Kyle, that girl next door. And in my opinion, a triangle is a perfect shape.
Yes, love triangle with Batman, Joker, and Catwoman. Oh, it's so fucking stupid. And once again, this is the product of teenage fanfiction, not the work of professional writers, but of teenage fanfiction. So what the fuck is happening here? Why is this being published by DC? And if you haven't been able to tell, Selina Kyle is Hispanic, you know, cause that good old race swap. So we got Asian Batman, a white Joker, and Hispanic Catwoman in a love triangle as Zoomers who have social media. Batman, the telenovela on Telemundo. That's what this is. So it looks like the Joker is starting his life of crime early because it didn't say he was 18 and Selina was 16, so hey, that's illegal. And this is like Gotham in name only. The feel of this is not Gotham at all. Isn't Gotham supposed to be some crime-ridden piece of shit town? No, in Gotham, people are obsessed with the rich and the beautiful. This looks like Archie comics, but worse. Batman meets Gossip Girl in new graphic novel Gotham High. Because that's what people wanted. Even after 80 years of Batman comics, movies, and TV series, you've never seen the Caped Crusader like this. Yeah, for good reason, you fucking idiot. DC Comics' new graphic novel Gotham High reimagines a teenage Bruce Wayne along with young versions of Catwoman aka Selina Kyle and the Joker aka Jack Napier in a world that feels more on par with Gossip Girl and Crazy Rich Asians than anything that's come before in the canon. So not just Gossip Girl, Crazy Rich Asians, also awesome. That's exactly what I want my Batman to be. Please tell me more. After Bruce, a rich Chinese American loner, gets kicked out of his boarding school, he returns to Gotham City to find his home and former friends are nothing like he left them. Former girl next door Selina is now the queen bee of Gotham High, ruling over everyone with a dark side no one knows about, and a class clown Jack will do anything to get the last laugh. And when a string of kidnappings seem to target Bruce, he finds himself embroiled in a dangerous love triangle with the very people he suspects are at the center of it. Now let's take a look at a few questions that Entertainment Weekly asked the creators of this wonderful comic book. When DC Inc. approached you to reinvent young adult versions of popular comic book characters, what drew you to Batman? Melissa De La Cruz says, my husband is a big Batman fan, so when DC called and said, we want to do a young adult line, what character do you want to do? I wanted to do Batman. It's such a fun, iconic character that I could put my own spin on. And I'm sure your husband is ecstatic with how well you managed to destroy what he is a big fan of. Good job, Melissa. Entertainment Weekly asks, what excited you about debuting new versions of not only Batman, but also the Joker and Catwoman? Melissa says, Bruce Wayne is the billionaire. He's the richest man alive. So I thought, wouldn't it be fun if his family was Chinese and from Hong Kong? No. That made it feel real. Why? Because it wouldn't feel real if he wasn't Chinese and from Hong Kong? The fuck kind of answer is that anyway? There's been a big influx of wealthy Chinese people who moved from Hong Kong to Arcadia in Los Angeles, and that's where my mom lives. I'm part Chinese, my brother lives in Hong Kong, so I thought it would be great to put what I know into Bruce Wayne. I just wanted him to be a little bit more representative of my background and giving him an authentic family. Why? Why your background? That's some egotistical ass shit right there. It's so infuriating. The liberties that these modern day, air quotes, writers take with other people's creations. Write your own characters if you want to throw your bullshit ass representation into it. Don't alter existing characters that were based on the backgrounds of the creators of those characters. But you won't do that, of course, because you're not creative enough to create your own characters and make them successful. You want to tarnish existing successful ones with your bullshit. Alfred is not just his butler, but also his uncle, his gay uncle from Hong Kong. It gives it this fabulous Crazy Rich Asian sheen to it. And let me guess, Penguin is Nigerian and non-binary, and Poison Ivy is trans, fuck it, cause that would be oh so fabulous as well according to your Twitter echo chamber. What did you use as the inspiration for this new version of Batman? I pitched a kind of Gossip Girl Batman, and in my mind I wanted to reinvent Chuck Bass. He's still Bruce Wayne, it's not the Great Gatsby, so he's still brooding. He's still a loner. He still has all that iconic Batman personality. You can't mess with that much, but making him Chinese was a no-brainer. Everyone was on board from the beginning. Not really surprised everybody was on board from the beginning, and this is why the comic book industry is dying, because the people in charge are on board for stupid-ass ideas like this. Nobody at the top is sitting there going like, no, this is fucking stupid. Go back to the drawing board. Instead, they're going, Chinese Batman? That's brilliant. Everybody's gonna hate it, so get to work immediately. Let's do one more question, because I can't do much more of this. Melissa, when you sat down to develop the story of this graphic novel, what was your main goal that you wanted to accomplish? I wanted to write about a young Bruce Wayne, so obviously there's going to be a love story. The Joker's pretty hot, so he's got to be in there. Yeah, incredibly hot. That's where I started. I wanted to write something about how he dealt with his wealth because I've always written stories about how things that people think are so great actually don't turn out to be so great. What, like the original Batman? People thought that was great, so makes sense you would do this. I just wrote The Queen's Assassin about a girl who doesn't want to be a princess, so I wanted to show how it's not actually that great to be that rich. It's actually a barrier between Bruce and everyone around him. It's almost a burden to be so different. Is he able to have friends? Can he have a relationship? And then I went from there. And that right there is another problem. I don't think Bruce would give a fuck if he's able to have friends. And it isn't his wealth that prevents him from being able to sustain a relationship, it's because he's fucking Batman. If he was just a teenager and wealthy, of course he can have a relationship. This is so stupid. But I can't do any more of this. This is just so goddamn painful to get through, even just the explanation of how this came to be. If you want to see the rest of the questions as well as a preview of the comic, they have it on Entertainment Weekly. You're not missing out on much. So there you go. Chinese Bruce Wayne and his gay uncle Alfred is the Batman for the new generation. Rest in peace, comic book industry. But what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. Because you love this video so much, make sure to check out the playlist that's on the screen where I have videos on other topics that you will most definitely also enjoy. And subscribe with all notifications on so I can see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you there.